Good evening, I'm Tim McGinnis.
And I'm Ashley McNamee. Thank you for joining us. Well, it was a big day in the heart of Illinois today. President George W. Bush came to town. More than 1,400 people paid $500 apiece to hear the president speak at a fundraiser for 18th District Congressional candidate Aaron Schock. It was his second visit to Peoria in less than 2 years. Air Force One touched down at the Greater Peoria Regional Airport at about 11:30 this morning. The president greeted the public with a wave as he exited the aircraft. Media were not allowed inside today's event, but HOI 19's Jen Christensen talked to several people while they were inside and emailed her some close-up shots of the president.
Oh, you can see from this picture how close people stood to the President of the United States. And in this photo, he's shaking hands with supporters and taking pictures. He also took time to give hugs and say a few hellos.
One time I just waved at him as he was looking, and then he waved back, and then after that, throughout his speech, he would keep looking over and like waving, and he started making eye contact.
I think it's can't be a higher honor. I know how excited Aaron was, and how excited everybody from Peoria was to have the president here.
He says every time he comes to Peoria, he's a better man for it when he goes back.
We were told by several sources the president spoke to a crowd of around 1,400 people. The air-conditioned tent was overflowing. Schock's campaign told us they can't release how many people paid $5,000 for a picture with the president, but it was a lot. 10-year-old BRECK GAMBILL and her dad were two of those people.
It was cool to go see him because a lot of people don't do that and they can't do that.
I think that people are going to take notice that we have a young man that is so professional and has such a great background and cares so much about his community.
America. Miss Pat Ward performed for the fundraiser and shared a little bit of that performance with us right after the event.
I sing quite often for Mr. Aaron Schock. And this was really a privileged honor to be here to sing because the other key entertainment today was Mr. Lee Greenwood.
Country singer Lee Greenwood sang for about an hour and closed the show with his best-known song, God Bless the USA.
Now, we probably won't get a clear idea of how much the Schock campaign raised today until October. Schock will be required to reimburse the White House for everything from jet fuel to Secret Service pay, but he still stands to raise more than $500,000. We caught up with Schock right after everything was over, and he said the best part of today was the support he felt from the community.
Great response I got from the community on such a short notice. We only had 2 weeks. We couldn't even send out invitations. And we were still able to fill 1,400 seats. So I think it speaks volumes to the community support.
We want to say thank you to everyone who sent us pictures. And if you'd like to look more at the pictures from Bush's visit, or if you'd like to submit some of your own, just go to our website. It's hoinews.com.
One of the president's first orders of business when he arrived in Peoria today was to extend a big thank you to a local volunteer. 85-year-old Roy Story greeted President Bush shortly after he exited Air Force One this morning. Story received the president's Volunteer Service Award for his work tutoring more than 100 Peoria students in reading and math through RSVP, or the Retired Seniors Volunteer Program. Story says the whole experience was surreal.
He actually knew who I was. He evidently had some pictures and write-ups about me, you know. He said, oh, I know you, Mr. Story. Like that, you know. I was taken back.
Quite an honor, huh? After meeting Story, President Bush motioned for his family to come out on the tarmac as well. They all took a moment and posed for some pictures. Story says he doesn't know how he was picked for the honor. President Bush has given out more than 650 volunteer service awards since 2002. Aaron Schock's Democratic opponent for the 18th District congressional seat also held a fundraiser tonight, but this one was on a smaller scale. Colleen Callahan's fundraising dinner was held in Kickapoo. Dozens of people came out to show their support. Callahan, who grew up on a farm, says the most important issue to her is agriculture.
There are only 25 out of 435 current congressmen and women who have an agricultural background. This is an opportunity to send someone to Congress not only to represent our district, but an industry as well.
Besides Callahan and Schock, Green Party candidate Sheldon Schaefer is also running for the spot. He passed out flyers on the riverfront this evening in Peoria, highlighting his campaign and some of the needs in the heart of Illinois.